You're listening to the New York Sports Show, the #1 all New York sports podcast. Hosted by Dominic Konareski.
It was announced Friday that Japanese phenom Munetaka Murakami will be made available on Saturday. That announcement has simultaneously opened up all floodgates of every single Major League Baseball team as they will try to sign the Japanese phenom in free agency. Now, it's a 45-day window that ends on December 22nd, and the New York Yankees should not just jump on this opportunity, but they need to pounce. You do not know if Major League Baseball will be being played in 2027. New York has to become a win-now team. And after seeing on how they performed in the ALDS against Toronto and seeing on how the 2025 World Series went between the Blue Jays and the Dodgers, it really goes to show just how far the Yankees are from truly being a contender, let alone being a World Series contender. Because yes, New York made the playoffs after what was really a 3-month slump in the summer months, but this was a team that was far from really being a playoff-capable team. I guess you could say the Yankees were built for October, but they weren't built to play in October. The Yankees need to build themselves to play. The Yankees need to build themselves to play in October, and obviously signing Murakami would be a massive step in the right direction. The Dodgers have taken so many great Japanese stars in the last several years. The Yankees need to get one of themselves. I mean, really, Hideki Matsui, that was the last big one. Godzilla, that was the last big Japanese player New York had. I guess you could throw in Masahiro Tanaka, but I'm talking more so offensive-wise. And Murakami is really an offensive juggernaut. I know I keep using that word, but he is great. He is not amongst the best offensive hitters in Nippon professional baseball. He is the best. 246 home runs in the Nippon League overall over a career 260 home runs, which was really capped off by a very, very loud record-breaking 56 homers in 2022, breaking and setting a new Nippon Professional League record for home runs. He is a great offensive player, but defense is entirely different, which is really going to make the Yankees' biggest decision, I feel like, as to whether or not they're going to be heavy in pursuing him and possibly even signing him, because he makes a lot of errors. He fumbles the bag a lot. He plays first and third base, and he has had a total of 6 errors in the third base position. That was over 63 games played in 2025. And overall, he has had over 10 errors across the last 2.5 seasons. And for the Yankees, a team that the defense has not really been steady over the course of the past 2 years, ever since really the 2024 World Series, you got to have solid defense, and get a Murakami. More than likely, you need to trade away Ryan McMahon unless he is willing to accept a second string, depth, possibly platoon situation. And more so depth. And, this is going to come with a lot of money. The Yankees really need to stretch themselves to where they could get key offensive players. They did that $22 million qualifying offer to Trent Grisham, but are you going to bring back Cody Bellinger? They definitely should. They should do whatever they could to bring back Cody Bellinger. And then you got to look at both starting pitching and bullpen pitching. The Yankees starting rotation is going to look extremely weird at the beginning of the season. Garrett Cole, he may be ready around opening day, but it's looking more towards the beginning of May. Same thing with Carlos Rodon. And then Clark Schmidt, he's sidelined till at least the middle part, possibly right before the All-Star break of 2026 himself. So the Yankees are going to be pretty stretched thin pitching-wise, and they really need to focus on pitching, but also they have the offensive issues, which is why they need to address offensive issues. To me, a very solid postseason, after the playoffs and everything now in free agency, would be seeing the Yankees sign Murakami and trading away Ryan McMahon for a pitcher and getting Cody Bellinger back via free agency. Obviously, Trent Grissom, at the making this video, he has not accepted or declined the qualifying offer. I feel like he will, which could, offset the whole Bellinger plan. Trent Grissom had one good year overall. He's a career 220 hitter. I think that's being kind, actually. And he's definitely not gonna have as big of a free agent value as he could, get in $20 million in the singular year. So I do think he will accept that. So it's gonna be interesting. Comment down below what you guys think. I'm Dominic Konoreski. Take it easy, folks.